Good afternoon, YouTube. It's been a little while since I've done an update on my Red Sea Reefer 450. Just wanted to run through a few changes I've made. The most notable change is I've added some live sand, one bag of live sand. I believe it was a 25-pound bag, I think, from Caribsea, I believe it was. And I thought, I think it makes the tank look a lot better. It looks a little bit more natural, brighter. You get an upwelling of light. I've adjusted my Gen 3 radions to 60% overall intensity of the Coral Lab LPS setting. It's more blue than the SPS setting, and I like a little less white light, and I think the corals are actually doing better. I've added a lot of coral frags. I think the system's kind of stabilized. I was using the balling method, 2-part, and I don't know how well that was working, and I've just recently started dripping some kalkwasser out of a 5-gallon reservoir, and that seems to make my water real stable. Add a little egg crate shelf to help me hold a few things down here in the sump. And back here, my wire nest here, I added a jumbo bulk reef supply reactor filled with carbon CO2 scrubbing media connected to the intake of my skimmer in an effort to get my pH higher than 7.8 where I would like it. And I figured out that my Salifert pH test kit was bad. It kept reading 7.8 no matter what. And I had a second pH test kit that was like a dip test kit where you dip it in the water, and that test kit would actually change from 7.8 to 8 to 8.1. So I knew that, and I knew the Salifert had gone bad. So it was giving me a color reading that didn't correspond to anything on the scale. And it was funny, so I just figured the chemicals were bad. And I read the reviews, and I think about 1 in 10 test kits, maybe less, might have this problem. I got some new fish. One of my new favorite fish right here is this dotty back. We named it Apache. It's a really cool fish, and very inquisitive, and come out, and he's not too shy, and he's pretty peaceful with the other fish. We lost 2 of our anthus. I went on vacation for about 10-11 days and came back home, and 2 of the anthus didn't make it, and there was an ick outbreak. So the person taking care of my tank did something. I don't know what it is, but something didn't go right. And but since I got back home and started taking care of the tank again, the ick went away, or at least didn't go away, but it's in check. It's always kind of there. What else? We got a orange shoulder tang. Here he is right there. Really cool fish. Thought he might change to brown, but I think he's going to stay yellow as he gets bigger. And I found another fairy wrasse, the red-headed, I think it's Solarensis is what they call it, fairy wrasse. My tank I had before this was one of my favorite fish, and I saw him in the store, and I just had to get him, and he's pretty cool. I've got some new frags. I got a Sunset Montipora, orange Capricornus, green Capricornus with blue polyps, and a purple Capricornus. Got a little bit of cyano showing up. I've been trying to get my nitrates stable. They went a little high, and I would like to keep them around 5. Right now I think they're probably at like 17 parts per million. This Blastomusa is doing very, very well. It started off with just 4 heads on it. Now we have 6 to 7 heads on it. That's a positive development. I got a orange digitata right there. Got a blue stag, a blue stick. Trying to do the Jedi mind trick once again. This is probably my 4th one. I killed the first 3 real quick, but this one's hanging in there so far. I don't know what this is called, but it's pretty cool looking. And I think that might be it. Oh, I got 2 Royal Grandmas now. We had 1, now we have 2. I bought 3, 1 didn't make it, got stressed. And we bought some green chromas, and those are very difficult. I think we bought in total 7, and we're down to 4 in a short order, so they're not an easy fish to keep. So that's the tank. The clam is growing very nicely. I'm forgetting the name of this clam at the moment. Derasa clam, yeah. Growing very well. I think that's it on the updates. I monkeyed around with a buffer for a little bit to try to get my pH up. A CChem buffer, and didn't really see much results out of that. The pH didn't move, and it caused spikes in alkalinity if you put a lot in. Oh, I got another green stag right here. Got a good deal on that one. That was like $10 frag, and it's like really 3 to 4 frags. Someone just wanted to get rid of that one. This bird's nest up here has bleached, but it's still alive. The polyps are still there. Just all the algae, the brown algae, was ejected from the system, and I don't know if it'll come back or not. Maybe one day, but it's still alive and kicking. So be it. My torch coral back here is doing well. You can see it in the middle. All right, that's it. Any requests, comments, things you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll maybe do another video to address that. Otherwise, enjoy.